Hey guys, Swinlox here, back with our blind playthrough of Septerra, Legacy of the Creator. So last time we ended up crashing the game by mistake. I mean, it wasn't our fault, it just crashed. Down near that red symbol. So what we're going to do is, again, we're going to run down there, we're going to fight all the enemies in the way, because Maya is really close to getting a level, and so I'd like to get a level for her. Then we'll fight those dudes, and I don't know if we want to use that spell, if we want to try it. Oh, that's right, the crabs. I think we'll probably use... We'll probably heal to max, because those dudes are freaking brutal. And, probably the first... Like, we get to this point, and then just use the attack on both of them. Just go for broke, right? Let's do a tier 3 attack, because he's slow enough. He should. Yeah, so I guess we'll just try one-shotting the vampires. If it crashes again, then it does. And well, charging is probably bad. And the other option is, I mean, if that crashes it again, then try summoning Gemma instead. You know, just instead of using the destroyer spell, use the summon card with the chaos card. So did Maya not, strange, I thought she got a level. Maybe there was another enemy that I fought. Alright, we don't want to go too close, because they are here. Okay, so let's use, I don't know, 2 pieces of bread, that's fine. Boom. And then we'll use a core rune. Then we will save over that one. Then we will pray. Pray it doesn't crash. Pray it doesn't, you know. These dudes are rough. Only because the amount of fire damage they do is so bad. And because Badu is so slow. And yeah, and I mean, they do that again, they'll kill him. So, right like that, like he's toast. Oh, he's not toast. He's not toast. Okay. Okay, I don't think we can wait. I think we gotta try it now. Chaos. Destroyer. Big bang on all. Hopefully it kills him. If not, okay, it worked. Yeah, and only 2,500 experience. Those guys give you as much experience as normal enemies at this point. That is ridiculous, because those guys are way tougher. Way tougher. And honestly, I wonder if there's a problem with the actual destroyer spell itself. Speaking of which, let's save just so because it has a weird effect where separates the enemies into pixels. Huh, this is unexpected. Can I even get out of here? Oh, there's stairs. Okay. Well, that works. I mean, I needed to... Where are there stairs? Oh. I needed to hit the switch anyway, I suppose. And... Got it. What are the odds those red squares are going to have more vampires near them? I can't believe how ridiculous that was. Because we're gonna kill these 3 guys, and it'll probably be about the same amount of experience. But we'll see. We shall see. Okay, no, but maybe 3 spiders. Let's use another couple of these. Oh yeah, it was absolutely worth using all of that magic to one-shot those dudes, yeah. It was absolutely worth it. It just, you know, makes me think that probably at this point Badu would have been the wrong choice. Do we want to do... You know what? Not Destroyer, Berserk Barrier. Let's try Summoning. And that uses a lot as well. Call forth the Wicked Gemma to attack. Sure. We haven't seen this one yet. How much damage? A lot. A lot. Yeah, those 2 guys, about as much as the vampires. And they're so much weaker. They do far less damage. Which took more? Which took more? Okay, let's do Chaos. We'll do all. And then either Big Bang drops you to 30 or Summon Gemma. Summon Gemma is a little cheaper. I would assume Big Bang is probably more damaging. That would just be my guess. Yeah, see, that's a great idea too, that you get to... I mean, the whole magic system, the concept is amazing. And the ability to, like, see what they each do, what the spells do. You know, and it even guides you. Like, you put the, you know, you're like, oh, hey, I want to put this card in. What cards go with it? Well, there you go. You know? All right, where to? Around. Go around this way now. Yeah, all the summons are cool. Some are cooler than others. Like the Gemma, the Gemma and Marduk, and it's like, eh. But like the water one where like the whale comes up or whatever, like that's pretty awesome. I don't even remember if it's a whale. I vaguely remember some sort of water creature. All right. Wait, was I supposed to go up and around? I know there's enemies up here that will probably... No. Okay. Yeah, up here is different. We went... Yeah, okay, we went down. We went on this little side piece thing. We went up, we went around, we went down, and then out. Okay, I was confused. I don't know why. And so this is gonna change. We're gonna have to fight... Oh, yeah, okay. Here in a minute, we're gonna hit some switch, and we're gonna have to come back up here to navigate around. So, I mean, I guess we could fight these dudes now? And I love that. The crab's like, hey, wake up. It's time to fight. Okay. Yeah, I figured he wouldn't be able to. You know, we've never seen his sonic wave thing, have we? Let's try it. Let's attack you. We'll use his sonic wave on both of them. At least Grub's the only one that's gotten poisoned so far. Sonic wave. Uses 30, man. Better be worth it. I bet it's not going to be. How much damage do you think it'll do? 200? Oh, okay. 4 and 75. That's crap. Like 75? Maya's does more. Right? Her Heat Seeker, that takes 10? Not even 10, it takes like 8. It'll do like 100. Man, he's taking a lot of damage from the poison. And it seems like it does more damage the faster they are. Right, so it's probably every little time, you know? Watch, we'll see again in a second if that fills up. Oh, you suck. Yeah, it's really not worth using. Yep, see, kind of. It's really not worth using slow characters. Speed is the key. 3,500, like... more... yeah. More than the frickin' vampires, and yet, easier by far. Like, honestly, if the vampires were, you know, if they're like, hey, well, you know, we give you 5,000 experience for beating these two guys, like 2,500 apiece, I'd be like, yeah, that's about right. Or even, oh my god, please no. Please no. Okay. Okay. Yeah, they're just regular enemies, by the way. Regular, normal enemies. Holy crap. Okay, do we want to use... three breads, whatever. Here they come. They see us. Where's the other one? Just this one for now? Okay, we did it at 2, didn't we? Let's try it. Summon Gamma. Let's see how much damage it does. I like that. Tequila Black Barrel. Hornitos Black Barrel. So it not only did damage, made it berserk. Although that might not help. So Gemma also inflicts berserk. See, 1200, that's nothing. Not for one of those guys. Yeah, okay. Is there another one? Actually, that's an interesting thought, is... Oh, although he's got a taser. I mean, we could just tase him. Right off the bat, because they can get stunned. And he's fast enough where he could just, like a single hit would be enough to do it. Let's, attack these guys. We'll have Grub attack the other guy. Glad you actually hit him that time. Uh-oh. You're charging as well? 11. Let's try it. Okay. Oh, what is this? Even so, not terrible. See, if he had hit, we probably could have killed it. But no. Got a soul stone. Full HP and core to all. Definitely might be using those. I see spiders. Spider eggs. It's weird. Apparently there's like a... I mean, I know people are... Oh, you. I know people are afraid of spiders. To the point where some games allow you to change them to other stuff. But that's... Like, they're not real. You know what I mean? Like, it seems more like... We're gonna go with Heat Seeker. And we'll have you attack that one. And then, maybe a level 2 attack with Grub. Maybe that'll be enough. I mean, it seems like... Yeah, see, that was as much as the, No, that was more. That was more than 2 of those vampire dudes. But the whole, like, phobia thing, like, I get it. Really? Nothing in here? Huh. Well, okay, and this is probably gonna raise. That's what that looks like. I don't know, it just seems like video games would be a good way to get over that phobia, or at least, face it. Maybe people don't want to, though. Maybe they'd rather just avoid it, rather than... Again, that's like... It's like me trying to get better at games that I suck at. By playing harder games, and that sucks. Getting over a phobia, probably the same. It sucks. Alright, it's gonna raise all of these. Was there a sound effect before? Maybe so. Even the rubble moves out of the way. I see. Right, because now we can go up and around the whole ring. I swear if there's 3 vampires that we have to fight... I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know what I would do. Pray. Do we want to go... Let's go clockwise, and then we'll take counterclockwise to go back. But first... We'll save again. Because... all of a sudden we're just going to run into vampires. I know we're going to fight enemies on the way there, but... I suspect... You know... Probably near that last thing, more vampires. Like, those guys are too... Like, they're so bad. They're like the pipes. Or the little tentacle fan things. It's like they're... Like they could do... area effect attacks. Really? They're that weak. I did not know this. Now we do. That's good to know. Yeah, they could do... And fire damages. It makes sense, actually, that it does more damage, because that's how it is with our fate cards. Right? Like, our attacks that do more damage are... Same thing with them. Their attacks that do more damage are the same attacks that we can do that deal more damage. Which I really appreciate. Aha. Why did it just go down? Well, let's fight these guys, I guess. Or... we can't. It requires... Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, he's got to go wake him up. So... New strategy. We'll use Grub to taser this dude. And then the plan will be a level 3 Gemma, I guess, on all. So that we can at least save a little bit. Okay, taser. Wow, and even that does 20? Well, worth it. Assuming it tases him. Or assuming it stuns him. Right on. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess around. Not with this dude. Especially when, you know, stun wears off as soon as you hit them. Alright. Chaos. Summon. All. Let's see what a tier 3 one does. Because the tier 2 was, what, 680? I suspect it'll be less damage. Because the tier 3 destroyer spell was... Okay, 800 as opposed to almost 900. Hey, it works. Works for me. That's how you do it, I guess. Stun him, and then, oh my gosh, another. And same thing. Same battle. Well, that works. I mean, we know what to do now. I'm glad they're susceptible to stun. If they weren't, this would be an entirely different fight. I wonder if it matters. Let's find out. I don't think so. From reading the manual, it said only the main guy. That's the damage dealer, or the value. Everything else is a modifier. Still, it'll be interesting to look. Right, so this did about 800 the first time. And yeah, that extra 5 of core. It's gotta have a range. Cool. Just in case. Unexpected. Oh, this probably is the talisman, though.
This looks like the ancient talisman.
Chosen Talisman, Cloak Fate Card. Right on. Chosen Talisman, but it looks like only a piece. Okay, well. Shadow Cloak. Alright. What can we use that with? Mirror, which is Dispel Cloak. Or Affect All. Fair enough. Cool, and how much does it take? No. 83,108. So that is 17. 17 plus 8. 25? My math right? Yes. 25. So a whole core rune to use one cloak spell. Still. It'd be really interesting if enemies were, let's save. If enemies also had, like, core energy. And we're bound. You know what I mean? So they're like, oh, we have 25 core energy. I can cast Cloak once, or I can cast Poison a couple times. But something tells... I have no idea. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. Got there before I did. Because I clicked and then I clicked and I'm like, oh, okay. And just for good measure, make sure we take poison damage before we leave the battle. Alright. Yeah, everybody's got 20 or 30 grand worth of experience to gain before we can level, which is probably not going to happen in this giant enemy crab. Probably not happen in this fight or this map. You never know, though. Okay. All right, Badu, you better hit him. I'll probably have more coffee after this. Just tired. Chronic sleep deprivation, never good. Never good for you. You know? Not good for anyone, but... Core relic, excellent. I will always take goodies. You know, and we have plenty of money too, so it's... The fact that we have plenty of money probably means we'll find some sort of shop that now sells... I mean, we're going to. That sells newly upgraded weapons and armor. Oh, strange. And it's gonna be that way because Maya's still missing her final... almost. Her final, ability. Were those the things that were roaring? No, that was back in the jungle, but I'm pretty sure that was the same... No, maybe not. Cornucopia. Neat. Heals 500. I mean, you know, we have someone that has 500 hit points now. Although maybe it's the background music, the ambient, like, kind of, you know, this music. Wait, where am I going now? Do we have to go back and hit the switch? I bet we do. But before I do, let's go here. Yeah, because we can't leave otherwise. Well, see, that's the reason we killed every enemy. Well, Badu, it was good having you on our team. I mean, we're not out of the woods yet. And the light changes at the top. That's a nice touch. Lower all those. And the rubble even picks back up and folds back into place. See, there it goes. I mean, that's, you know, whatever. It's just the same animation reversed. But it's a little silly. A little bit silly, but, you know, it's alright. Alright, now. Well. Where to now? Up and out. And then on the next screen, the enemies will have respawned. That's fine. Like I said, more experience is good. More experience, more levels. It's possible we're over-leveled. Do I need to hit any other switches? Ah, man, I don't know. Let's save. We could save over that one, that's fine. What is our time? Should I avoid the battles? Oh, those guys. That's right. These guys are tough too. Let's go up this set of stairs. I'm not necessarily going to avoid battles, but I'm maybe not going to strictly get into them. Yeah, let's hit that guy. At least reduce the number of enemies that we're fighting. You can hit that one. And again, look at how many times she's been poisoned. Maybe. Well, I had this weird thought, which is like, so you have ward, which is reset status to normal, but that stops I don't think it fixes slow. It's like poison, stun, berserk, and curse. It's 4 of them. Maybe those she's vulnerable to, or she could still get, but it prevents things like slow. Or instant death. Because I'm pretty sure there was that... We fought that thing in the graveyard when we were trying to return the seal to Armstrong. And that did like instant death attacks. I think they were instant death. Maybe it just did too much damage, but... Ah, I see. Well, where is... I think we need to get across... I think we need to go upper... like northwest and get across this bridge and then go back up. So I think we do have to hit the switch again to get out of here. Yeah, because that's where we're trying to go, to the left right there. Alright, well, let's go up to the upper right, go up those stairs, because that's where... Right, there was the switch past that door. Ugh. Oh. Oh, you little bugs. Do I want to use Maya's Heat Seeker? No, probably not. I don't think it's a good use. She could probably do a level 2 attack, though, like him. I think Grub will need to do a level 3. But you know what? Since there's one left, let's do a level 2 with him, and we'll see. That's all good. All right. All right, this switch, this one. Kind of had a weird thought. Just, I mean, I talk about working with doctors every once in a while, but man, I was talking to one of the guys that's a traveler at my current work, and, just hearing what he has to say about working in all sorts of different places, like, it makes me really grateful to be here, like where I am. Because I've only seen some terrible stuff. So I guess we have to go all the way back around. Do we want to fight this guy? I mean, I kind of do. But, alright, let's just do it. Let's just get it out of the way. I mean, it's possible Grub will die. Do we want to do Arc Blast? Yes. And then her Heat Seeker. Yeah, I've only seen some horrible stuff at where I work, but like listening to him and him talk about how doctors like, and just, you know, even like he talked about one time a doctor pulled a bloody scalpel on him. You know, and it's one of those things, you're like, and the doctors basically owned the hospital, so he, you know, you end up pressing charges on someone that basically was going to stab you, and because they have all the power, right, they'll blacklist you, and then you can never work again because all the doctors go to the same hospitals and they're all interconnected and stuff like that. There's this one called Dr. Death, and he was basically a surgeon that, I know he went to prison. I think he got charged with 27 counts of murder, but I don't know how many people he actually killed. And I don't know if they ever actually took his license away, which is the scary thing. Like that's really scary. Like, it's more likely that you'll go to prison for killing people than other doctors will look at what you did and condemn you. Like, that's, you know, I've talked on this channel about tribalism before and how, you know, I don't really care about, you know, politics. It's more, or specific political positions, it's more about, can we all at least, I don't want to fight that, that's not worth it. Can we all at least agree on basic morality? And, like, if doctors are willing to let other doctors kill people to cover up their own shady practices, like, what do you do? How do you fix that? You know? Right on. You go, girl, even though you're grub. And it's just like, it's really depressing. You know, because like I said, I've seen stuff, but I've been pretty lucky at where I am. I mean, I've seen people die due to negligence, you know, due to willful negligence on the part of the doctor, where the doctor's like, oh, you know, this is, oh, we won't worry about this clearly important thing that's like a standard textbook thing to do. We're not going to do that. It's like the doctor saying he's not going to wash his hands, and then the patient gets an infection and dies, although I've heard of that one as well. Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's worse than that. It's way worse. It's like, yeah, I don't know. It just makes me really depressed. You know, the only thing I would say is be careful, because people look at doctors as like gods. You know what I mean? Like, you go to the frickin' drive-thru, you get yourself some fast food. Uh-oh. Ouch. You know, you order something, and we have this assumption, oh, that's no good. We have this assumption that people, I was gonna heat seek, but eh. We have this assumption that people are competent in their jobs. It's not always the case. Thing is, though, and in fact, it's probably like 50%, right? There's the bell curve. People are, the average is competent. Barely competent, I suppose, would be the average. And it's like when you go to the drive-thru and they mess up your order, it's like, well, that's... Wait, how close am I? I do want Grub to get another level. Let's fight. There we go. I guess the trigger is not quite the middle, it's a little bit to the right. You know, when they mess up your order in the drive-thru and they put, you know, they leave the tomatoes on, it's probably not really going to affect you. I mean, sure, there's been cases where one of my coworkers, his wife was allergic to diet cola. It's like they gave you diet instead of regular, and you drink it, you could die. That's a problem. But people, you know, I used to work at McDonald's way back when. I gave, you know, in the drive-thru, I gave the person a soda, and the dude like sips it first thing. He's like, "This is wrong. This is, you know, whatever." And at the time, I didn't know. I was like, "Oh, okay." Like they put it up on there. Like, I mean, I might have made a mistake. That's entirely possible, but I don't think I did. Regardless, you know, this dude's, I think, daughter. I don't know why I remember this, but I do. His daughter, I think, was allergic. Although I didn't put the pieces together until just now, apparently. You know, similar to my buddy and his wife. It's like that could be a lethal mistake, and so people develop, you know, an algorithm, if you will, to correct for that, to guard against that. But, you know, people don't even consider the possibility that the doctor themselves is incompetent or negligent. You know, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but there was a doctor that they're a surgeon. Every patient they had over the course of a year, they were put on probation because they had too many deaths. Okay. Over the course of a year that they were on promotion, every patient they operated on died. 80% on the table, 20% off the table due to complications such as, for example, infections due to maybe they didn't wash their hands, maybe they didn't take proper precautions. But imagine going to a doctor and you don't know how they are. They seem good. They're recommended by family. They were maybe in their prime, they were amazing, right? Maybe they were the best doctor in their field. But now they're older and their hands are shaky and maybe they're sloppy. Maybe the ego went to their head and they're like, I don't need to wash my hands. I know what I'm doing. And they kill every single patient they work on for a year. And that's after being put on probation by the hospital. And eventually, the hospital's like, no, you're not coming here anymore. But they still have their license, so they just go to a different hospital and work. You don't know. I mean, I think there's doctor, like Rate My Doctor or something, but it's really depressing. And so I guess what I would say is just be careful. Don't automatically consider them to be like a mechanic. You know? I take my car into the shop. They're like, hey, we need to change the power steering fluid. I'm like, I don't even have power steering on my car. They're like, oh, must have been thinking about somebody else. Let me just take this charge off your bill. That was totally our mistake. I don't know how that happened. Surely we weren't trying to scam you or anything. Right? But it's like, just doctors really should be considered like mechanics, like car mechanics. I mean, I'm sorry if any doctors are watching this, you know. Like, I'm not going to apologize. You know. Right? I had a doctor complain to me once, like, I don't know how these doctors, keep their licenses. He's like, you'd think. And I was just like, I don't remember what I told him, but it was something along the lines of, some doctors are shady out there and they're not gonna judge people for what they do, for what they themselves do. It's frickin' bad. Like, it's not even doctors you know, like I talked about the traveler that worked, that got almost, like the one doctor wanted to stab him. One of the doctors we worked with, told one of my coworkers that he was in the middle of operating on someone maybe as a fellow. I don't know if he was, I think he was just getting trained as a surgeon. Like he was already a doctor, but he was training in surgery. And the doctor that was training him picked up like a metal bin and just whacked him upside the head, and he saw stars. Like this is as he's like cutting the patient. He saw stars, and he like, you know, did he accidentally stab the patient while he stumbled? I don't know, but how the hell can you do that? Like that's how MFers get shanked. Like, you know, I'm surprised some of these old doctors don't, you know, they hit a young doctor turns around, but maybe they have more control than, I don't know, me or other people. I mean, thankfully, like, the young breed is not like that as much anymore, but man, I don't know. All right, oh, let's bring Corgan. The problem is, though, it seems like they don't... Like, this is kind of... It's kind of like why we're seeing such terrible people today, like the rise of socialism and communism and all that stuff. It's like, their parents had it hard, and their parents are like, you know, I don't want my kids to not have stuff. Like I was raised without stuff. I don't want my kids to be that way. And so they spoil their children, and their children grow up ungrateful, and then they, you know, screw everything up. So I worry it's not going to be this generation of doctors. It's going to be the next generation that comes up that gets spoiled, and they're going to be the ones that turn into the abusive ones, right? Because this generation now that's coming up knows, like, they were assaulted during surgery by other doctors. Like, what the hell? And they're going to be like, I'm not going to do that. So these fellows come up, man, I don't know. I don't know how you fix things. But like I said, I guess the only thing that you can do is just awareness. You guys just be safe. Don't necessarily assume they know what they're talking about. You know, like a buddy of mine, I think it was him. He was telling me his mom had some problem, and she went to a doctor, and the doctor's like, oh, you have this. Oh, this thing it's super rare, but it happens. We can fix that with surgery. And then she was going to schedule the surgery, and it's like, oh no, they can't do it for, you know, she's booked up until 3 weeks from now. It's like, she booked with these surgeries every day? Oh yeah. Yep, her schedule's full of these surgeries. Didn't you say these are rare? Oh yeah, super rare. They're so rare, but that's all she does? Nothing but these for 3 weeks, and they're rare? Oh yeah. I need a second opinion. It's like, yeah. So just be skeptical, ask questions, take care of yourselves. Don't be like, you're a liar. Just vague promises. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. Let's book. I'll go talk to your secretary. Yeah, and then just walk out. Or ask the secretary, how many of these do they do? You know, is this pretty common? Is this, you know? And then when you're talking to them, like, oh, you know what? I don't have my schedule in front of me. I gotta look. I'll call you guys. That's what I do, but it's actually legitimate because I work all the freaking time. They're like, oh yeah, can we book for next week? I'm like, I have no idea what my schedule is. You know, I don't even know if I can get that off. Let me talk to my work first, and then we'll see. All right, you know what? Let's stop here. Actually, I know I've rambled a lot, but hopefully, even though it's kind of terrifying, hopefully it's at least semi-interesting and maybe helps somebody. Maybe it helps somebody. Maybe if it helps one person, that's enough. I mean, I'm not saying all doctors are bad. They're not. Like, a lot of them do try, but even the good ones can be negligent. And so you really have to be careful. You know, especially since all these surgeries, like, oh, it's a routine surgery. Oh, you know, I'm just gonna, oh yeah, we do this all the time. There's no risk. Right? Like, they think there's no risk, but it's not them going under the knife. So, you know, maybe they make, you know, a couple grand off the insurance. But it's no risk to the patient. It's a harmless, it's a little white thing, a little bit of pain. They'll be out of work for a week or two. It's fine. But maybe you die. You know? It's like I went under surgery once. Told my family I loved them. And I was like, if anything happens, I love you guys. They're like, what are you making a big deal about? It's a routine surgery. It's routine. It happens all the time. I'm just like, ignorance is bliss. You don't see what I see. You know? And I told them, and they're like, you're making a big deal about it. Okay. All right. You know, then they go, they go in for routine surgery. It was such, I don't know how these things happen. How did they happen? It's routine. But it happened. Something terrible. It's like, you gotta... Okay, don't listen to me then, I guess. Anyway, guys, yeah, I ramble. I'm sorry. But like I said, hopefully it actually serves some purpose. Like, honestly, the stuff I have seen, there's a reason cooks don't eat at restaurants, because they know. I'm not gonna say I don't go to the doctor. I do, but I really try to be careful, and you guys should too. But anyway, that's it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much. Sorry to end on a down note, but hopefully it's like a cautious note. But seriously, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for your time and attention. Hope you enjoyed these episodes. Hope the info that comes from my random rambling is at least useful. What is your guys' unique positive moment for today? For me, I'm gonna say the Dolphin emulator. I almost gave up and unpacked the Wii and set it up to try and figure out how to play, because Monster Hunter Tri, even though you're using the classic controller, you still actually need to use the pointer, which is kind of neat, actually. But or the Wiimote. You know, so I was gonna go and order like rechargeable batteries and all this stuff, but no, if you go into Dolphin and you set it for, like I set it for gamepad, and then you configured that for the classic controller, but you can't do that. You gotta use keyboard and mouse, and then there's an extension tab. You go there, then you select all devices, and then it'll let you configure, then it'll recognize the controller buttons, and then you map those under the keyboard. Right, so it's like the keyboard and mouse are still active, but it's also the gamepad, and that works. So, super glad I figured that out. That's my unique positive moment. Hopefully your guys just as good, if not better, hopefully better, of course. And I hope to see you guys next time. Till then, guys, take care.